All right, good morning. So today is a little bit more of an advanced technique with the spotlight eyeshadow. However, so I did majority of my face so I could really explain how I did this eyeshadow look. I know that before some of you guys who are beginners, before you guys decide that this is too difficult for you, just really listen to the steps and see that it is doable. It may take a little bit of practice, but it is doable. I'm moving out of the 252 palette from Coastal Scents. I won't be using that today, but some of these colors are in there, but I do like the vibrancy of Lime Crime's China Doll palette. This is what the case looks like. Let me show you the colors. These are the colors, and I used the green and yellow. So this is another look for you, Treva, to decide what you want to do for your baby shower. So these looks were inspired by Treva because she has a baby shower that is going to be yellow and green, and she wanted to do some makeup that was similar to her baby shower colors. So without further ado, I am going to break down the look and then show you guys how to do it. If you guys don't mind to share with your friends and followers on social media, that's happened the guy in the bottom right hand corner. And then don't forget about the heart party. Appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, also the other palette. What type of a dancer, Paige? And maybe I can help you. We're going to have to throw some oil on you. Chloe, you need to go to Paige and throw some oil on her. Paige is out of line. Okay, and the other palette that I used is the Kat Von D Monarch palette. Good morning, Dominique. And this is what the palette looks like. I used this for transition color, this for the darker tones in the spotlight, and then this is the actual spotlight color. So let's go ahead and get started. Always starting with the soft ochre paint pot from MAC. And today, guys, please tell me when it's like 7:25. Appreciate you guys. Paige, what state are you in again? Cause if I'm in your state, or are you coming to the Gab Fest? Cause when I see you, I'm gonna have to throw some oil on you right away. Texas, you coming to Gab Fest? Oh yeah, when I meet you, I'm going to have some special oil for you. Like I'm going to have my pastor pray over the oil. And then I'm going to put it on you. Put that oil right over you. I might just pour it all over you because you are crazy. Yeah, we should have a prayer circle with her in the center. But it's all good, Paige. You keep it interesting here. Alright, so I'm just spreading this out. Right? Chloe gonna be right there praying with us. She ain't gonna help you. Okay, so actually I forgot a step with this right here. I'm also gonna put the paint pot underneath bottom lid as well. It just gives the eyeshadow that I'm gonna put underneath a little bit more vibrancy, help it stick as well. Oh, you're having a B-Day gathering? Where is it gonna be? Chloe, or what are you guys gonna do? No, you may have to pray when you see her because she gonna be all the way turned up. Okay, so after the primer is on the lids, it is time for the transition color. So the transition color is out of the Monarch palette. It's the lighter shade of brown. I'm going to use the MAC 224 brush, which is normally my favorite unless I am using Coastal Scents, not Coastal Scents, ColourPop's eyeshadows. And I am doing the whole length of the inner crease, the whole length of the crease, because usually when I do spotlight, I'll stop in the center to give it some room, but this spotlight isn't going to be the same as the one I had showed you guys before. All right, and then I'm just buffering it just below the brow bone. And I'm going to stop right there. Now the next step is I'm going to use a fluffy flat brush. I'm going to take the darker tone of the brown, and I'm going to pat in the inner corner, leaving the center of the lid bare. Now the shape of your spotlight does not have to be perfect. You will adjust it when you put the spotlight color, the center color in. But it does need to be centered. That's the only thing. I'm just going to go over it one more time with the same color so I can get the right amount of vibrancy that I like. So it's not too difficult yet, right? Yes, do not pull your eyes because you will, one, get off-centered, and two, change the shape of the spotlight. And I'm just gonna, this doesn't have any product on it, I'm just kind of buffering, blending. Alright, so let's go to the center spotlight color. The center spotlight color, once I find my brush, it is a fluffy flat brush, also from Coastal Scents. It's just a smaller one. So just so you guys know, I am going to do the spray technique where I'm going to pick up the gold tone in the Monarch palette, make sure I get a good amount, and then spray my setting powder or water on it. And what that does, it's going to make it pop. It's going to make the color pop more and be even more vibrant. So I sprayed my Mist and Fix by, who's this? Makeup Forever on my brush, but I picked up my eyeshadow color first, then I sprayed the setting spray, just an FYI. Now I'm just gonna go in the center and pat that color on. And this is where I will adjust the shape of the spotlight. Wait, what did I switch up? Yes, a good edge control product is Hicks Transformation. It's a white and pink bottle, or Cream of Nature, which is like orange and red. Paige, I cannot with you today. I can't. You are out of control. But those are both of my favorite edge controls. So Hicks Transformation. I think it's Hicks Transformation. I think Eco Styler is more of gel consistency, where Hicks is more of a pomade. So it's kind of different. Unless they have one that's similar, then I don't know which is better. But I know when it comes to my clients, I always use Hicks. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and pick up the color one more time and spray again. Just because I don't think it's as bright as I want it to be. Alright, so once you have that going on, just because I wanted it to be a little bit more of a pop, I took this color right next to it Why shadow then spray instead of spray then shadow? Because when you shadow then spray, or actually the other way around, when you spray your brush and then pick up the shadow, if you're working out of a palette or something like this, what will happen is you'll mess up. You'll get the actual color wet, and then it starts acting weird after that. So what I do is I pick up the shadow and then spray, and then when I need to dip in it again, I either wipe it off, I'll wipe the brush off, or go to the opposite side. So I'm going to take this lighter shimmery tone. I'm not going to spray it, and I'm just going to take a smidge of it and put it in the center. Actually, I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. Alright, so that's just going to make the center of the spotlight pop even more. Now it is time for the under eye color. And I'm using the China Doll palette from Lime Crime. And this color is called Jadolade, and this color is called Goldfish. So I'm just going to come in a little closer, and I'm just going to kind of tap the color underneath the eye, and I'm using an angled brush. And I do go over that color maybe 2 or 3 times just so I can get the right vibrancy. And if you have smaller eyes, it's better to start off with a smaller line, so maybe a smaller brush. And the reason why I'm tapping is because, number one, I have my foundation on and I don't want any eyeshadow fallout. Okay, when that's done, just wipe your brush off. Make sure it's nice and clean, and pick up the yellow, which is called Goldfish. No, it's not too difficult at all. It just looks complicated. It's a little more difficult than yesterday's look. Okay, so let's talk about when you are getting ready to get into, when you're transitioning from the yellow to the green. Okay, so when you're transitioning to the yellow to the green, you want to pat a little bit over into the green. Make sure your brush is clean, so wipe it off. And lightly use the tip of the angle brush to kind of marry the two together so it doesn't look like there's an abrupt stop. So it doesn't look like, okay, there's a solid green line and a solid yellow line. This brush is an angle brush. I got it from the beauty supply. It doesn't even have a name. It's like a no name, but I want to say Coastal Scents, Morphe, all the brush companies have an angled brush. So it's angled, it's fluffy. This is what it looks like. So all I'm doing is taking the edge and lightly blending the colors together. Oh, you have it. See? Sometimes we have brushes. Like, I know for me, I'm getting ready to buy a brush, and then I'll notice I've already purchased it, or I'll repeat buy. Okay, so now as I'm getting to the corner of my eye, the inner corner, I am putting the yellow there, and I'm kind of brushing it up into the brown. I seen these brushes from Morphe that were all blinged out. They were so beautiful. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to get those brushes. I went to see how much they were. $99 for 5 brushes. I was like, okay, I will not be purchasing those. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with or nah. $200 for 4? No, I will stick to. Here's the thing about brushes, guys. Brushes, really, the inexpensive ones work just as well as the inexpensive one. The expensive and the inexpensive, they're really made out of the same things. The only difference is maybe the expensive ones will have more animal hair in their brushes, but the thing about animal hair is that not all makeup, like some consistencies of makeup, does not work well with animal hair. So it's like, sometimes it's not really worth it. You should be hesitant. Don't do it, honey. Don't do it. I'm a makeup artist, but I'm always on a budget because I feel like I can get more stuff. Okay, so in my inner waterline, I mean, if it's a treat for yourself, then okay, I get it. But can you do a white beige look tomorrow if you don't have something planned? A green and white / beige. Yeah, I can do that, Chloe. Okay, so I'm gonna go in my inner waterline and I'm gonna gently pull down rather than pop out, just because I already put my color on the bottom, so if I pop out, I might rub it. Alright, so now I'm just going to fix what I just did. Under my bottom waterline, just lost my brush, but under my bottom waterline, I kind of, oh, thank you. I usually don't wear it in the morning, but because I'm actually dressed today, minus my hair, I'll forget it. So the eyeshadow palettes I used are not in my store. I will add the Kat Von D palette, but this palette right here, you would actually have to go to Lime Crime because it's not on Amazon. And the palette is, you want to make sure that they have it. I think it might have been, I'm not sure if it's limited edition or not. But even so, I'm pretty sure the colors that I chose are probably in your 252 palette. But this morning when I was waking up, I didn't feel like searching for it in the palette. Because you guys will agree that it can be overwhelming, that palette. Okay, let's do the wing liner once I find my brush. So, as usual, I am starting with Bobbi Brown Black Ink. And I'm using an eyeliner brush. They are, this particular palette is matte. All the shades in this palette are matte. So starting in the center and working my way on out. And for lips today, I think I'm going to use either Teeny Tiny from ColourPop or Stingray. I have to see which one is like the right shade of like a pink, a matte neutral pink. I don't know, my brush is not working for me this morning. Stingray, I don't think it's here. I think actually Stingray's at work. Stingray is like a mauve pink. It's maybe if you know what Tulle looks like, it's probably a shade or two lighter than Tulle. But you can also, I swatched them out on my YouTube channel in the ColourPop haul / review. Alright, so as I struggle to get this on, I seen that last call email. All right. I didn't open it because I knew that if it said last call, I would feel a sense of panic, and then I would buy stuff, and I don't want to buy anything right now. New Lows is on there. See, I'm glad I got it. So if you guys want to get New Lows, you got to do it. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, but if you only get those two that's on the last call, it's only like, I think it's $6 and $5 plus. No, I would probably end up getting more because once you start adding shipping, it's like not, it's worth it to get more stuff. Oh my gosh. Now I'm over here messing up on the wing. Let me be quiet for a second. All right. So, see, that's good. That's how you tell yourself that you're not going to spend any more money. Okay, so it's time for the lashes, and the look will be done after I do highlight. After I do the highlighter. The lashes that I'm going to put on are just going to be the 213s without anything doubled or stacked on top, just because, you know, I didn't want to today. So as I put my lash, how do you can go to, if you're on Instagram, I have a link to my online makeup store, and you can check it out there because it's in my bio. Some of the stuff that I use are not on there because it is less expensive to just buy it from the actual company. ColourPop is one of the companies that I usually don't put in the online makeup store. So I'm always looking out for you guys, making sure that what I do put on is you know, cost effective. Sometimes it's less expensive to just go online. You're not going to be able to stop buying makeup. It's hard. And the vanity. So the vanity that I have, I put on there. But the thing about the vanity is that you're going to have someone put it together, and someone who knows how to put it together well. Hold on one second. Oh my goodness. All right, as I put on my lashes. Okay, and someone who knows how to put it together well, because the vanity, like when Scotty put it together, he had to do like more screws and just more things to make it more. No, Scotty did put it together. Thank you, Treva. I'm about to get off now. He did put it together, but he added more screws and stuff to make it a little more sturdy, because when we first got it, it wasn't. Now, mind you, you're only spending like less than $100. The real vanities cost like 300, maybe sometimes even like 1,000, depending on what you're getting. So just keep that in mind. If you get that exact vanity, that you're gonna have to put a little more work into. I won't show you because my room is not clean. However, you can check it out on my Instagram. Like, I can't. Yep, or find one at a good yard sale. That is very true. All right, last but not least, because it's 7:25, it's time for me to head off. I'm going to put Avalon, Avalon on. And I like to use my fingers with Avalon because of the consistency. Avalon is from ColourPop. And today I'm going to skip my nose just because my nose is still doing weird stuff. Of course, I still will be posting these. I just have not had quite enough time yet, but I will. All right, spray my finishing spray. And lips, check out the color that I choose for my lips on Instagram and on Facebook. If you're not following me, be sure to do that on Instagram and on Facebook. Don't forget about the